We have two listeners.
We have two listeners.
We have Shay and Melody.
Shay and Melody.
Hello, Shay and Melody.
What's up, Shay and Melody? Wait.
J Lily highcast, fuck you, I'm...
What's up? What's the news? Have you done anything interesting with your fucking life yet?
Who are you talking to?
You, Jay.
I don't like how you say that.
Why? Why? Explain that to me.
Explain that to me. I don't like being yelled at like this.
I don't like my efficacy as a person and artist being brought into question.
No, I have not done anything interesting lately.
Good.
I've been jerking it.
Jerking it over and over. I'm so horny. It's ridiculous.
I actually have not jerked off. Double-digit days.
Double-digit days.
We're talking about double digits. Easy.
Crazy. You got the actual HRT effect where they say your libido goes down?
Yeah, and that was the libido of an asexual going down.
Yeah.
So I've gained like romanticism and a desire for intimacy.
Yeah.
And even that will escalate into a desire for sex.
Yeah.
But I don't have a desire to orgasm. I don't need that.
Yeah. So I've heard. I haven't tested it, but I've heard that if you don't come once every 5 days, you can basically get ED.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Fuck. So now it's a chore.
A little. It's like dilating.
What do you mean dilating?
When you get bottom surgery, you got to make sure your pussy don't close up. So you got to stick basically a glass dildo in to a certain depth every day.
It has to be glass?
Well, they always use glass, and it just kind of seems cool.
Does seem cool.
I like it.
I like the look of stainless steel though.
Ooh, yes.
It's pretty sexy.
And then I know this is Boomer Lily coming through, but did you know that Steely Dan was named after a dildo from a book?
No, and I can't find it in myself to care.
Okay, but for my Boomer self, when I'm dilating, I'm gonna name it Steely Dan.
Thank you. So you want bottom surgery?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I want it, but here's the thing for me is that, like, I have other things that I want that are equally as expensive that I hold as a higher priority.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So,
get that.
Bottom surgery is something that happens well into my life.
And what that does is it makes you not a bottom, right?
Does it?
I think that's why it's called bottom surgery, right? They remove all the bottom. They remove
all the bottom from you, and they put. But I don't want top down there. Well, I do want top down there.
No. Okay, so what you're talking about is the lobotomy.
Oh.
This is bottom surgery.
Bottom surgery.
Not lobotom. You're getting the two confused.
Can I get lobotomy surgery?
You can get a litoptomy.
A litoptomy. And then what does that do? Make my hands grabbier?
It makes you verse. It's a little confusing.
Oh. It makes me rap?
Yeah, it makes you spit fire fucking bars.
Crazy.
It turns you into, I was going to say Iggy Azalea. Why was I going to say Iggy Azalea? I feel like I need to be scolded for that.
I'm so fancy. Yeah. No,
Tell your marks. You know that? You know a freestyle?
Cracker, go away. Yeah.
I love that freestyle so much.
I wasn't a fan of Fancy, but to be honest with you, Charlie XCX has always been gender, so like the fact that she was on that track, like...
She was on that?
Yeah.
I don't fucking listen to pop music, thank you very much.
Yeah, but I was once a teenager, once a tween, thank you very much, once an 11-year-old, walking through the halls at school, and once a Jimmy Fallon watcher, and there was a Jimmy...
Why? This has come up a lot. Fallon is in the zeitgeist.
Fallon is in my brain, okay?
Yeah.
Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because I love him. I don't. I actually...
I was gonna say, what the... This is Lily Straight coming out. Lily coming out as a 45-year-old woman. Cheryl, thank you.
I'm coming out as like a 67-year-old woman named Barbara.
Yeah, exactly. She has a Labradoodle.
And
a 2017 Chevy Equinox.
Yup, the Equinox, and she works as a baker.
A baker?
Yeah.
So she actually has a little bit of, I don't know, intrigue in her life?
Oh, no, it's like at a Kroger.
Oh, okay.
No real intrigue. She does good. She's proud of it, but she's not... this isn't
But she's
like
making croissants for other 76-year-old women named Barbara who got trip equinoxes.
who refuse to do it at home, and she refuses to do it at home. Don't mince words.
She's buying it from Kroger. No employee discount. She doesn't know how to do that yet. She's been there for three years. She's worked there for 3 years.
Oh, I was thinking more like 20 years. Like, she's, like, deep.
Oh, I was thinking she would, like, work there after losing her job at Farmer Jack's. But Farmer Jack's did not close 3 years ago. Farmer Jack's closed, like, 10 years ago.
Farmer Jack's is closed?
Around here, at least.
I only remember my mother ever coming back from Farmer Jack's with, like, the craziest organic foods.
They were kind of interesting. Yeah.
Just, like, the most insane shit.
They Trader Joe's kind of popped up when Farmer Jack's closed. And I always thought that was kind of interesting.
Huh. Trader Joe's. Fuck you, farmer. I'm a trader.
I know. I fucking hate Trader Joe's so much. And not because the food is bad, not because the employees are trained to flirt with you, which I think is really fun.
That's hilarious.
They are.
What?
Yes. They are. They're trained to flirt with you a little bit. Very casually. But I've always felt very seen at Trader Joe's, and I enjoy that. The part I don't enjoy is going in there and seeing Trader Ming's and all the Chinese food, and Trader Jose's and all the Mexican food. I think I want to like barbecue make brisket out of the person who came up with that.
Yeah, like fucking straight slow smoke them 24 hours.
That's what I'm saying. And listen to their screams.
Yeah.
Have it on recording. Mm-hmm. I want it on vinyl.
I want to put it on vinyl, and then I want
hi-fi tortured screams.
Hi-fi tortured 200 gram pressing.
200 gram pressing.
200 gram pressing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And a 182 kilobyte MP3. Because why not?
What?
What's a cheeky little MP3 here and there?
How about
on the go?
How about a 320 kilobyte?
Let's take a 320.
Let's take a 320 because it's bigger than a WAV file for the same amount of compression for some reason.
Absolutely.
For whatever reason. Who fucking knows?
You could just do lossless.
You could.
It will sound better.
You won't be
able to tell the difference, but it will sound better.
Exactly. You won't be able to tell it. But here's the thing. Like, I'm trying to get into, like, ridiculous overkill. Like, I'm trying to do, like...
overkill MP3s that...
yeah, like 80...
lose their entire reason for existing.
Yeah. Like the 82,000 hertz megahertz.
MP3 is so big it's impossible.
MP3 is so big it's like the flash drive from the end of Lucy. You know that movie?
What is Lucy?
You never saw that movie?
Well, what is it? Maybe I remember it.
It's a movie where it's Morgan Freeman's in it, and then Scarlett Johansson, and Scarlett Johansson takes a drug that allows her to unlock 100% of her brain.
Oh, okay. So
and then she ascends.
That's fun.
And then she hands them a flash drive and then ceases to exist or something. Spoilers! And Lucy is the name Lucy. It's the name of the first human, the first Homo sapien fossil they found. Oldest, allegedly.
I thought it was Lucy as in two O's and an S, like Lucy, like it's a cigarette. Like the entire thing is that Scarlett Johansson went to the store and bought a cigarette, and Morgan Freeman sold her a cigarette. And that's the movie.
Yeah, that is the movie, if I'm being honest with you. Like, that's what I saw.
I think that's exactly who I would cast in those roles. Although I might reverse the roles. Maybe it's Morgan Freeman buying the cigarette. Yeah. Because I think it would be really funny to have Scarlett Johansson just serving cut in an employee uniform with a name tag.
Yeah.
Like, I think she could do that.
I think she probably has. She has a long career.
Yeah, that's true.
She's like getting close to her 40s by now. She has to be.
Nice.
Fucking Gilf on layaway. That's gross.
Okay.
I need to be less gross. Usually I hate the idea of like idolizing or sexualizing celebrities.
Yeah.
But I just feel like Scarlett Johansson is the one that everybody has and forever will do. I mean,
it's really basic. It's kind of like Scarlett Johansson took over, like, has been, I don't want to say Scarlett Johansson ran because it's completely unconsensual at this point, but it kind of went like Megan Fox, Scarlett Johansson. We had a brief period of it being hazy, of the air being a little bit fuzzy.
Yeah.
And then Sydney Sweeney is the more recent one.
What's Sydney in?
She is in Euphoria. She plays Cassie.
Like probably a 12-year-old.
No. Everyone in Euphoria is like a junior and senior.
Oh, okay. So they're So they're technically legal in some states.
Yeah, type shit.
Fucking
I
Jesus
don't love
Christ.
the show.
Yeah, I've still not watched it yet.
I wish every day I wish that show was about college students because it's so good. The writing is really good. The acting is solid as fuck. Angus Cloud is a cutie patootie. Was R.I.P. Yeah, but then the entire thing is just like
Produced by Drake.
Produced by Drake. Thank you very much. And this is just like My Hero Academia for white people.
My Hero Academia for white people.
For Americans, yeah. It's kind of really what it is. It's like not superpowers, just hormones.
Good.
And mood swings. And bisexuality. It's like My Hero Academia with bisexuality. That's what I'll say.
Speaking of My Hero Academia, I'm gonna start talking shit on somebody who I could still meet again in my life real quick, okay?
Well, use a code name.
Use a code name.
Or just a not their name.
Oh. They're not gonna hear this.
Okay, that's fun.
And look, I'm gonna say this with all love. I'm gonna start talking shit, but it's with all love, okay? Your name is William, and you make folk music, and you come to this coffee shop that we go to. And the last time you showed up to this coffee shop, you started talking with our friend Nate about how you're divorced and how you no longer have sex, just no sex for you.
Okay.
And Nate said to you, so wait, if you're saying like a big titty anime woman came up to you and said like, I want to fuck right now, like you wouldn't do anything? And he goes, I would cry into her tits.
Was it supposed to be funny? Was it trying to be funny, or was he like being? It was a little bit dead ass.
It was dead ass, like a lot of it.
Okay.
You know?
It could have been a joke.
It could have been.
It could have been. Oh no! If a gorgeous, big-breasted anime woman walked in, I would sob. No sex, no flirting. I would fucking sob into her boobs.
Yeah.
Could have been presented as a joke.
It could have been, but it was just he kept going like over and over again, like subtle flex, subtle self-deprecation. He'd be like, yeah.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah, he kept being like, yeah, you remember my songs? Yeah, they're nothing too special. They're kind of simple, you know. They're just like, you know, 3-4 chords and my truth but
my truth.
But you know, like because of how simple it is, I could really find any drummer, you know, on a dime. And you know, I know drummers, you know, but like the thing is, you know, we're just trying to make sure that we got these down, blah blah blah. And
okay.
This is the same person who way back in the day.
Well, now we understand why he got divorced.
Now we understand.
Yeah, it was divorced.
Well, and then they were also like trying to come. They were like trying to like make a big moment about being bisexual, and they were talking as if they were the only bisexual in the room, as if they weren't in a room.
We're using they them. Is that what we needed to do?
Oh, I'm just doing it to stay ambiguous. I already said their legal first name, so
nice.
Whatever.
Fuck yes.
I don't think that William is using they them pronouns.
Fuck no.
But then fucking even more so, way back in the day when we were younger, you asked me if I watched anime. And what I said is...
I did?
No, I'm talking... Because now you got me talking as if William is listening.
Oh, okay.
Way back in the day, you asked me if I watched anime. And you know what I said? I don't really watch anything anymore. I like listening to music. And I feel like that's a subtle way of saying I don't really have too involved movie opinions or like show opinions.
Sure.
And they said, have you watched Boku no Hero Academia?
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, not even My Hero, just Boku no Hero Academia.
No, that's like I'm gonna pull out a gun.
Yeah, like go away. Like, are you a Fed or something?
Don't say that. Please.
Don't ever say that. Because you brought up My Hero Academia, I had to talk about this person. This is like my main memory of this person. And the funniest part about this, on the day that this happened, this was an open mic. And yeah, I was not out. So I'm sitting there, I'm trans, I am scared because I'm out to myself, just not to anybody else. Mm-hmm. I was having like low-key a little bit of a panic attack. I didn't know if I wanted to be there that day. Mm-hmm. And then fucking Matt Beaudry
This fucking cracker.
This fucking cracker walks up to me and is like, what are you doing? And I'm just like trying to mask. So I'm like, oh, well, you know, I'm working on a school project about Michigan roads. And
You're
fucking
just like, oh, I'm actively not enjoying the inside of my own brain right now.
Yeah. And then he walks up to me. He's like, what are you doing? So I say, like, I'm working on this school project. And then he's like, oh, I actually know everything about this.
Thank you, Matthew.
And then he starts telling me everything he thinks he knows about this.
Because he must.
Mm-hmm.
It's in his contract.
It is in his contract. And then fucking this other guy called Domino comes up to me and he's...
Domino? That's his name?
His name's Dominic, but he called himself Domino. So, I mean, who am I to dead name him? Actually, fuck it. Dominic came up to me because fuck you, you're not a part of the community. And he was like, you should record some of my songs for me. And then the third strike this day.
Domino.
The third strike this day
was Boku no Hero Academia.
Yup.
Oh, baby.
So I just went home.
Yeah.
I just like, I'm not gonna sing today. I'm just gonna sing next week.
Just not gonna do this shit today. Yeah, no, that's...
I'm just not ready for all of this, you know? Like, I came out here to sing my Jethro Tull in the shuffling madness of locomotive breath. That was what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And they're coming up here talking about...
And you have 3... Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you have 3 cisgender heterosexual white men's...
Yep.
Whites...
Of 3 completely different types of insanity.
Of 3 very different types of insanity. You got a mansplainer? Ooh, do we have all 3? Male wife, mansplain, manipulate, I don't remember the order. Mansplain, manipulate, male wife. I think it's that.
I think William wants to be a male wife.
Oh, absolutely.
Mansplainer, Beaudry, and then Dominic is definitely manipulator because he wants me to do something for him.
Yes. Oh my god.
Literally all 3 within an hour of each other.
You got all of them.
Oh my god, and this was before I was even out. People tell me I'll never know what it's like to be a woman.
Oh, yeah, no, you had the trifecta.
All at once.
Patriarchy, all at once. All while you're having a trans girl panic attack.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. And they say
that's
we'll
a
never
really
know.
Good story. And they say you'll never know. You're not a woman because you don't know what it's like.
You don't know what it's like. Let's go onto the porch so that this recording has wind in it.
Ooh, okay.
In the shuffling madness.
I don't know what the song that is.
Grab your girl drink.
Oh, she's done so.
Yeah, mine is too. Leave it there. That's fair enough. You know, I think we live in like a very interesting intersection between city and rural.
Put it on top of my water bottle.
Ooh.
Actually, no, I want to be able to drink out of it.
I like this.
That's what a suburb is, baby.
But like, specifically in other suburbs, I know that people are more reserved.
Okay.
And around here, it seems like we've had like enough... I don't know, like it had to be something to do with COVID. Maybe this is all over, but we just live in an interesting enough time that we get to see these formerly reserved suburbanites come out and just say everything that's on their mind. I don't know what it is about like our group or where we hang, but we just keep experiencing this shit. Also,
I think it's that the coffee shop that we hang at attracts weirdies because the owner is a bit of a weirdie
himself.
And so, but he's a sane weirdie.
Yeah.
Right? Like he's self-aware.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is.
For the most part.
He has grown past 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And he is mostly self-aware.
He's like I think Mike's a good 25-year-old.
I don't know. He's pretty crusty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, you just mean in the self-awareness?
In the self-awareness.
In the self-awareness department? Yeah.
In the experience department, he's like 500. I don't fucking know this man.
I know. That's what I'm saying. He's a little bit crusty.
But he's still at the point, from what I've figured, that like he's got stuff going on. He wants people to know what's going on, but not the emotional end of things. Like he's just so infatuated with the novelty of it all.
Yes. Every day he wakes up and he says, what useless, meaningless bullshit can I hyper-focus on for the next 12 business hours?
Can you please, real quick,
tell
the story of your obsidian crescent moon necklace at the Blacklist Provision show? The guy who came up and told you that he knew all about that necklace.
Oh, okay. So, this was not Blacklist Provisions. Shout out to Blacklist Provisions. I don't know if John's still open anymore. This was at a skate park. It was this like fundraiser for Palestine punk show.
At a skate park.
At a skate park.
That's fucking amazing.
It was really good. But there was this older local guy who came in asking for money and ciggies. I seen him having some really long conversations that seemed very balanced. Like he wasn't overbearing, and other people weren't just yapping at him.
He was just having conversations, socializing,
like actual like regular conversation, socializing, and I was like, that's fucking awesome. This is the best shit ever. But then I realized, no, he's there's some shit going on, and I don't like ever want to come across like I don't understand the fact that there's a lot of like mental illness in the unhoused community, and and I'm just like making fun of this guy or whatever. No, it was really crazy though, the shit that it was great. It was really, really great, and I just appreciate it at a very objective level. He comes up to me, I'm walking through, gave him a ciggy, and we're lighting up, and he sees I have a necklace. It's a obsidian crescent moon with a wire, like, Yggdrasil world tree over it.
It's really nice.
It's very perfect. Cute, and I think it fits me a lot.
You got like the sort of like alt bridging goth aesthetic, and that's perfect for it.
Yeah, a little bit of goth, a little bit of cracker history in there.
Yep.
A little bit of Celtic, a little bit of a little bit of femme, witchy energy. It's good. It fits me. He says, "I know all about that. I know exactly what that is," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's like Yggdrasil on the World Tree, whatever." And he's like, and he's like, "Yeah, because I know all about that. I've been to hell." And I was like, "Say more, please."
I'll pay you.
I know.
I need legally. You have to say more.
This.
I would never call the cops, but if you stop talking, like I'm 911 right now.
I'm making the local news if you don't say more. And he's like, let me yap. Thank you so much. He's like, so what that is it's hell. And I'm like, oh, word? He's like, hell is it's all this in broad motion, big picture. And I'm like, well, I agree, absolutely. Heaven, hell, and earth are same names or different names for the same place. We create our own reality, etc. And he's like, no, it's like there's fire. There's fire, and it comes up to your knees. I say, oh, please continue. You go on for 20 miles. You can walk for 20 miles through fire up to your knees. And say, well, you can. I'm not that strong. And he's like, and then it starts to slope down. I'm like, ooh, that's scary. And it goes higher and higher until you're swimming in it. I'm like, oh god, that's terrifying. Good luck with that. And he's like, and then there's a wall. There's a wall of fire that goes up for 30 miles.
Okay.
And I'm like, wow.
Straight through that stratosphere, dude.
Is that?
I don't think it's more than like 10 miles.
Really?
I could be wrong about that.
Well, yeah, because the other sphere is beyond it. The firmament. I come out as a young Earth creationist believer. It's like a lot bigger though. The one above the stratus. Wait, no. Stratosphere is the big one. Atmosphere is the small one that's close to us.
I could be completely wrong.
The stratosphere is above it.
For some reason, I thought that the gas layer was really thin. compared to the Earth. Like, I think the Earth is what, like, like 30 or 40,000 miles thick
or whatever.
Like, I thought it was like a percentage of that, like a percentage of that, you know.
I think you're right. Actually, I think you're right about that. It's pretty thin.
In relativity.
But like,
but then what about the 30-foot firewall?
That's about it. That was about it. And I said, okay, that's fucking badass. And then he walked away.
Yep.
I love it. Because I don't disagree with that, if I'm being really, too honest.
If I think about it, like, definitely. I think at 20 miles, that fire would be up to your knees.
It's up to your knees first, and then it goes deeper. By the time you get into the wall, you're swimming in it.
Which seems just sort of like a recounting of a true, like...
Blue Jay? Oh, it certainly is.
Yeah, I think
that's my namesake.
I think he's pissed.
Oh, Blue Jays are always pissed. No, that's why that's one of the many reasons I took that name. Is because they're loud, they're fat, they're annoying, and they're adorable. And Amen. I said, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Sisterhood right there.
I've been witnessing for a while now, the birds in this area are just pissed because they never know when is the right time to be here. Like, they'll come up here when it's like 80 degrees in like April, and then like May, it'll go back down to like 50.
There's always that fucking winter hitting you with the last uppercut before she leaves.
Exactly. And fucking yeah, this year it was weird because the nights were noticeably colder than they've been in summers past. Does that make sense?
Some of them were. It was definitely getting down to 65 at night in the middle of like early September.
Yeah. Like,
I did not mind that.
I didn't mind it at all, but that's kind of wild for me, at least. Like, when we were on vacation in the first week of July, like, the nights were, I swore we were gonna wake up and there'd be like frost on the hood of the car,
right?
You know,
type shit. But you also live in the burbs. The difference between burbs and city, it's like a 3 degrees difference. I don't remember what it's called. Something about urban warmth or whatever.
Huh.
Seriously. Look it up.
I'm interested now. I'm just trying to think of all the things that add to that energy capture or release.
It's the industry.
It's
gotta be the industry.
I also got to imagine...
Detroit's so industry heavy.
And also, like, air conditioning units, like, create about as much heat as they do cold. If not more heat.
They just put the heat on the outside?
Yeah. like if you're thinking about what would happen,
but there's a lot of bitches in Detroit that don't have AC.
This is the truth as well,
and it's every house in the burbs has an AC unit.
Yup,
a big ass AC unit, central.
I don't think a window unit is too extravagant.
Oh God, no! Everyone should have central, and especially as climate change gets worse. It will become a human rights issue very, very, very quickly.
Oh yeah.
In many parts of the world, it already is. But even in Michigan, it's going to become a human rights issue.
Yeah, we're going to change the name of sharing cellular data from hotspot to cold spot real quick. Just because in comparison, a hotspot won't be as as desirable.
Apple being like, well, we fucked the planet up. How do we market to this?
How do we market?
Wow! Hi, buddy.
Hi.
You're adorable.
Oh my God. They're moving their head on every call. They're fucking dramatic with it.
This is a diva. This is a diva among divas. And there's nobody answering your call, and I wish there was.
You think they're horny?
I mean, I don't know about horny, but they seem lonely. They're the only one, and I'm not hearing any responses.
And they're just saying the same thing over and over again. I bet that's, hey!
I don't know. I think there's not words for it.
But I do think that there are ideas that we share with animals. I mean, like the fact that elephants grieve and then also know about what time of year someone died. Like they have a perception of the passage of time.
We live in the same world. I just don't think we communicate the same at all, even at the very, very fundamental basics.
I think there are points where it's a Venn diagram. I'm willing to.
Of course.
I'm willing to like die on that hill. I think.
I just think like when there's birds yapping at each other, they're not using sound for. They're maybe not always using sound for like basic communication. They're just using sound. They might be using sound for like organizing themselves. Like they're not expressing emotions to each other. They're just like, hey, is there anyone around?
Yeah,
you know,
that makes sense.
It's almost more like putting yourself online on Grindr and seeing what the new grid is when you go to a different state, more than it is like putting a tweet out like, how do you guys feel about mac and cheese? That's a crazy analogy. But
also, I've done some reading on there's a type of fish off the coast of Japan somewhere that has the ability to emit electromagnetic waves and receive them. And when they put diodes near these fish, the different signals and the patterns of the way that one fish would emit and then another would
return.
It directly mimicked conversation patterns with humans. Just shifted, like you just.
Oh yeah, some creatures are definitely having conversations. Definitely.
Like, and I think that we could end up.
Dolphins do.
Yeah, I think we could converse with them. Like, I do genuinely think that if we opened ourselves up to it enough, that we could talk with them. And I think there's also a little bit of.
I agree. I mean, I think we've already done that with apes. Give me orange, you, me, I eat orange.
That begs such a big question. It's like, are we directly reinforcing them using these signals for things that they already wanted? Or are we teaching them new signals?
Yes, exactly.
Like, that just begs the question. Like, I don't think that we're going to do it by capturing animals and then forcing them to do things to get treats, you know?
My final
That being said... That was such a... Have you seen the breakdowns on how much of a deepfake that was?
No, but I believe it. Because the other thing is, the problem is not, like, translating. I feel like the problem is communicating to start with so that this creature knows that the purpose for the language is individual words having different meanings.
Yeah.
Like, it's that part.
Well,
because I'll bet there's a lot of creatures that use a million sounds for the same thing. It's just how they're using them, what their body language is, what the context clues, etc.
But it's more so, I think that we would need to have a complete shift in how we perceive communication with these animals. Because from my perspective, and just with how made up language is to begin with, like, what is or isn't right always comes down to what is or isn't useful. And so
effective communication
is what is or isn't useful in some way. And even like ineffective poetic communication, like unproductively and at length, can also be effective communication if it's like, you know, emotionally evocative. But all about the purpose, I mean, is what I'm trying to say. And so we would have to find out why we should talk to these animals.
Yeah.
And then that's going to determine whether or not we can communicate with them. And then that's going to be our view into how they communicate with each other, because we're finding out a purpose that we both mutually want that doesn't need to be forced on them.
Right, exactly. No, because I tell you right now, if I could talk to orcas, I would say thank you very much and dap them up.
Yeah, if I could. Okay, listen.
Yeah.
Would you rather have fingers that could be vibrators just whenever you want them to be?
Okay.
Or would you rather...
I'm leaning toward that already.
I really love that one. I'm still struggling to come up with another one. But how about just, like, the mythical good dick? Like anyone who sees it is like, that's like, nice to see. And then everyone who fucks it...
I already have that.
But do you have, like, a row of bitches that are like, that's good dick?
Absolutely.
Fucking...
No, there's like an insanely small amount of people who have seen it, so...
I'm talking about, like, the good dick socially. Like, whereas, like, that, your reputation precedes you. Like, that's the good dick walking into the room. Your dick comes into the room 10 minutes before you do.
No, I don't want that.
I do want the vibrator fingers.
Yeah.
But
no,
honestly,
you gotta
it's
come up with something
personal.
else. You gotta come up with something else.
I'm trying to get the vibrator
Armpits that
fingers.
smell like lavender.
Ooh. But the vibrator fingers is so overpowered.
It's really overpowered.
Like, I was thinking, like, the other thing would be just, like, the ability to make lube on your hands whenever you want, and also
lube
to
on
dry
your
it.
fingers?
Yeah, just... And
I
then
would
and then
feel
to dry it up whenever you want.
Oh, well, I would only be drying it up. That's not useful. Vibrator fingers is a utilitarian.
It's so
sexy.
good. It's so sexy.
It's convenient.
Like, I genuinely want to make... Or, like, I want to see if people make little vibrators that just strap onto one finger and then you press... there's a button in the back that's kind of hard to press. You have to press on the front to start it. But then...
It's got to somehow not come off your finger.
It's going to be tight. Maybe it's like a...
No.
Like latex.
No.
What?
It needs to be, like, strapped to your wrist or something. You have to be able to pull it out. That's the thing with toys.
So...
It cannot get lost up there.
So it's a wrist strap that has to come up the back.
The wire. The wire has a braided cable, so it's enough that you can pull it out if you need to, and it just it's two fingers.
It's two.
It's
that
just
makes sense.
Index and middle. But I think it should be a full glove. I think there's no reason it shouldn't be a full glove.
And then where's the button? You just like maybe here?
In the middle? No.
In the palm?
At the bottom of the band.
At the bottom of the band.
The band is like, it's like a watch band essentially. It's like a little bit thicker or whatever.
Yeah.
It has a battery on it. USB-C. Thank you very much.
USB-C, yes. And it's got like one of those like rubber stopper plugs that keeps it from getting anything in there.
It has to be water resistant.
Mm-hmm. Not water resistant. Like, we need to be able to like straight finger people in the pool. It's built for that.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay.
I'm so horny. It's ridiculous. It's a problem.
Can you imagine seeing someone wearing one of those walking into the pool and you're like, oh. No, this is going to be cum in the pool and or slick.
Listen, and or slick. This isn't something you take into public pools. This is something that...
Oh, okay. I was going to say, that's fucking disgusting.
This is something you use with your partner in a hot tub that you bought for $1,000.
Yes, okay.
This is a product I want to take to Shark Tank.
Oh my god, I was just listening to a podcast with, do you know who Monet Exchange is?
No.
Okay. She's real funny. Drag queen, RuPaul's, claimed she, and I believe her, claimed she sucked dick for an hour and 20 minutes at one point.
Oh my god.
And was very disappointed at the amount of cum at the end, but... Anyway, okay.
Rest in
her
peace.
thought, and the two hosts, she was being featured.
Wait, I'm sorry. I have to interrupt you because what the fuck? An hour and a half and like
Hour
a little...
20.
An hour 20 and a tiny amount of cum. Like, the person who she was sucking off had cum so many times consecutively before she started sucking him off.
Yeah.
That, like, straight up, there was just blood flowing to the penis. And it was,
it was
just
hard
like,
the whole time, apparently.
The body was just, like, sending blood there to repair, to make more semen. And it was just, like,
it was just loading. It was just all cool down time.
Yeah. It was, like,
crazy
all
cool down time.
Insane. Like, when you're playing Minecraft and you hit too fast and the little sword icon...
But if I gotta be honest, I'm the same way. If I come... and it's probably even worse... I can't smoke anymore. My throat's fucked.
Good.
And I wish it was something cute, like slurping up too much man pussy juice, but it's not. I'm just sick of it, and I've never been good with weed smoke.
Yeah.
No, my thing is if I come 12 midnight one night, 24 hours is just barely enough time for me to be able to have a normal orgasm again.
Yeah, and a normal, especially if you're like in an everyday phase, like none of them are gonna hit the same as like even like a fucking 2-day break.
Yeah, but there are people who can come multiple times a day. That's physically impossible for me.
Well, people who can give off, like, multiple cum shots, are they, like, taking tea actively or something?
I have no idea. I don't know about giving off multiple cum shots, but can have a fully enjoyable orgasm multiple times a day.
Yeah, I can't have a big orgasm until the second or third
day.
No, like, in one session, I go, like, 2 or 3, and then, like, the second or third is, like, the best one.
Are you coming each time?
Yeah.
That's wild to me.
It shoots so fast. No, it's literally like it's like stupid porn shit where like it's like and then like 5 minutes later it's like and then like 5 minutes later it's like
So it's rapid succession.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
it's got to be like a superpower or some shit.
Nah, from what I've heard, it's like normal on E.
Oh, on E.
It's a completely different organ now.
I thought you were talking about
pre-E. No, but more like
pre-E.
I'm 4 years down.
Okay, so pre-E, it was like.
I mean, yeah, I was still a coomer.
You still a coomer?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the cooldown time between cooms?
Well, okay, the cooldown time was relatively similar, but the second one was always much worse. Just always more disappointing.
But still, like 5 minutes, you could come and then get hard again.
Probably like 10 or 15, if I'm being honest with myself.
So you fully get soft, fully get hard again, come again.
Yeah.
That's nutso.
I think it's just that there's...
It's probably not. It's probably pretty normal. It's just, I've just never had...
Well, less blood has to go to mine to make it hard again to begin with, you know?
Well, yeah, maybe. I don't know if that's the problem.
It's not a problem.
I don't know if that's the cause of mine.
Yeah.
I have to stop making big dick jokes. It doesn't feel great. I feel like a cishat.
I feel like a cishat.
Like a cishat guy. Because there's like the fucking guy who's like a little bit bisexual and kind of wants his boys to fuck him.
Kinda, yeah.
He's not a little bisexual. He's pretty bisexual.
He's pretty bisexual, but he
finds the same women attractive. Genuinely.
Yeah, he can't admit to himself that he watches straight porn because he wants to see both of them. Like he likes both
exactly.
of them.
And he really likes 2 guys, 1 girl, threesome porn. Just because there's more dick to look at.
Yeah, and also because you can imagine you and your homie.
Oh, yes.
Listen,
that part.
This bisexual man,
this guy has a solid 7-incher, and he can't stop mentioning it.
But it's like, here's the thing: since high school, people have just been like actually hitting him up to just like genuinely ask, like, "Can I see it?" And he's like,
"Well, not
what?
7-incher then. That's not.
But it's thick.
That's not fucking, hit a boy up.
No, it's like thick.
Girthy.
It's like what?
Uncut?
No,
cut. Definitely cut.
It's like here's the thing. It's
Christian,
like
goddamn Presbyterian. Grew up Presbyterian.
It's like still girthy when it's soft. That's the thing.
Oh, it's just schmeat.
Yeah,
it's schmeat with the SCH.
People just like genuinely for years.
I think I agree.
And it's like, I don't like. Are you like this? Seems like entrapment. Like
entrapment.
Why are you like? You're gonna go to someone and say that I sent you a dick pic.
Can I see your penis? What are you, a narc?
I need to be able to like save. Can you take like a screenshot of chat and then send it in chat so I can like save it? Like.
Oh no.
But then like they send it and it's like, all right, yeah, this is true. No, this is like there's a reason, you know?
Yeah.
Like it got out once because he was being bisexual with the boys, but then
I think it happened the normal way. It was like girls' locker room talk, and then it starts hitting his boys' ears.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it becomes weird. But he's been flirting with them heavy.
Yeah.
He's been flirting with them heavy.
Mm-hmm. And now they're saying like, take out your cock, and he's like,
and now he's like too excited.
Mm-hmm. And then there's like there's the one like ambiguously definitely not a woman but they're not out yet person who just kind of licks their lips.
Yeah.
At every party. None of the dudes are with it because they're being objectified and they're having a taste of the medicine.
I think there's a lot of dudes who enjoy objectification because they don't get it at all.
No, that's the truth.
But those are the bisexual dudes with the girthy.
But here's the thing: when people like actually want it to have like the objectification, when it's like simple, like dudes love like a smacked ass, but then like The moment someone's like, I really want you to fuck my girlfriend in front of me, they're like,
Yo, why can't they just enjoy that? Why can't they enjoy that flirting? Okay, come on, it's because it's men. That's the problem. Because these fucking men don't know how to just take it when a guy says, I want you to cuck me. Please, cuck me, please. Why don't men just enjoy that? It's gotta be the cis hat part. Oh my god. Top 10 sanest things ever said on this podcast. Oh my god, what was our bit earlier?
Oh my god.
Yes, at the coffee shop we were lolling. We were raffling.
We were straight raffle. We were
cunty conservative.
Oh yeah.
Cunty conservative. Pundit. Whatever. Yeah, candidate.
I've never thought about this in my life, and so I won't.
And it's like, we need Jesus back in schools because these drag queens are queening out too hard. They're slaying. They are slaying on your children.
There is only one king. We don't need any of these drag kings or queens. Okay.
Thank you very much.
We do not need to drag the king's name in the mud.
Because he is the king. Thank you, amen.
And I have been saying this since 2000 BCE Jerusalem.
Slayla Lula. Oh my god.
Listen, he is in me, bitch, and you need to get some of him in you.
Because I really want Rand DeSantis to do a hard U-turn. Because he's so cunty.
Yeah.
He's so cunty.
He's really cunty.
It smells like fish in there.
It's like straight up.
That's why they had to get rid of him.
It's like, it
wasn't because he stole a bunch of money and lied. Or
there's
because they couldn't have a session without it smelling like tuna.
There's a reason that for Lent there's always fish fries.
Oh my god! It's the one time a year that conservative men get to smell fish that smells good. Because you know that conservative woman fish taco is smelling rancid.
Yeah, you know that they have had like a yeast infection for
oh my god. Yeah, no, it just smells like that Grace perfume that old ladies wear.
Yeah, no, their pH balance is off and their belly button smells bad too.
Because they don't know to loofah in there. They don't do that. Mm-mm. They don't do all that because they don't want to be sinful.
Just the bar of soap. That's all.
It's just raw bar of soap.
Just raw bar of soap. They're just like sudsing it up and just like everywhere in their body. That's how they're cleaning.
Yeah, because they don't want to fall into the sin of vanity.
And they're filling a warm bath. You know.
Oh, they're filling a warm bath that isn't filled enough. Mm-hmm. There's not enough water in there,
and they're like dipping the dirty water
in their own senior citizen soup.
Exactly.
And then their husband is like, it's not good in there.
It's not.
But their husbands are not getting their faces close to it. That's the other thing.
No.
But they can still smell it. It wafts. Because they got the fan at the foot of the bed, so it wafts.
Yeah. You know, I read that thing about if you like the smell of somebody's body odor, and if you have children with that person, then they would have a good immune system.
Oh, interesting. So the pheromones are like evolutionarily grounded or whatever.
Apparently.
Okay. That makes sense.
And what's so wild about that to me is like I wonder if even with like complete stank for like maybe you or I, if some motherfucker with 19 kids is getting in there like, yes, breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Like, can we turn this into a seasoning so I can put it on my steak?
Yes.
Because I love how this smells.
Exactly. I'm like dehydrating this shit so I can rehydrate it along with some MSG, you know? Combine it with some like, some ghee.
Wait, what? You like dehydrating the smegma?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh my god, I really want
dehydrated smegma. Dehydrated smegma. I'm imagining you take like a razor blade and you're like scraping scraping up smegma, and then you're like wiping the blade off into a little jar, into like a little essential oils jar.
Yeah.
And then you're rubbing it behind your neck, and you're putting it in your macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, exactly. I need to oil it back.
Oh my god! I really love that Meredith. That's the bitch's name. That smells good to Steve.
Listen, but they have a great marriage, and everybody knows why.
Because she's thinking. Because she's smelling. And also they have a billion kids.
They have a billion kids, and genuinely, they treat the kids
good.
None of them got
polio.
No. And none of them got polio, and they treat their kids all right, but it's just because they're always in, like, honeymoon afterglow.
Oh
like,
my God.
every time...
No. That's the exact opposite. They ignore the fuck out of their kids. They ignore the fuck out of their kids. And the oldest kid had to do all the work raising them. Hey, I know this family, by the way.
Oh.
I went to church and homeschool co-op with a family that had 17 children, both parents together. Would have been 19, but for 2 miscarriages. Would have been a 21-person household.
Jesus.
But instead it was just a 19-person household.
Just a 19. They were really in the running with the Duggar family.
Had 2 Ford E450s or whatever.
The vans?
The giant white Catholic vans.
Like the 4-row...
That's what we called them. We called them Catholic vans because they would line them up with each other.
Yeah.
You drive into the church, and there'd be like 6 vans because they thought it was hilarious. Because it's fully a part of Catholic culture is these giant Ford, the 40 Econoline series.
I'm remembering going to like summer and winter church camps to Catholic campgrounds.
And seeing the Catholic vans.
In the Catholic vans. Yeah. Like I would...
I was riding them bitches too.
There's this spot like a couple blocks down that way. One of my childhood or like middle school buds.
It's the St. Malachi or whatever?
No. I'm not going to say it because I just said it was a couple blocks from here.
Oh. Dox yourself, bitch.
But there's a church over there that is non-denominational, at least not directly. Like it doesn't say on the outside. And if you go in there, it's all like the I love you, Jesus.
Yeah.
And he's like damn near in like this kind of corduroy pants and he's like strumming the acoustic guitar and there's like a 20-year-old who looks at the floor always in the back operating a projector behind him with the lyrics, you know?
Okay, and a soundboard and vaping.
Yup.
Yeah.
And they had one of those vans parked there at all times, and it was like it was a church
bus
front. It was 5 rows.
5 rows.
It was 5 fucking Jesus.
I'm pretty
Christ.
sure they named them that number correlated to the amount of
seats
rows.
Oh my god.
So there was the first couple were like the E150 is like a 3-row. The E250 I think is a 4-row. And then beyond that, it's like slowly getting longer, but it went up to like 750, I think.
Damn, that's just like a limo.
No, literally. I think at 750 they stopped doing like the regular rows of seats, and it becomes like the smart bus connector vans that you see around.
Yeah.
Those are I think are the kind of like the 750s.
Oh, okay.
And it's like fully a minibus. It's fully like a short bus. I kind
of want one of those just like. Okay.
I know they make great tour vans.
So I want 3 vehicles. If I'm there's these hypotheticals always come at a point where I've sold out to some extent, you know. But like if I'm selling out, I've made plans on like what I need to produce more money and use myself for good.
I really enjoy your delusion. By
Thank
the
you.
way. Of like, yeah, this is like if I sell out. Like, all it would take would be you saying, I have no morals, and then Nike would immediately hit you up tomorrow. That's all it would take is you tweeting, I don't have morals anymore, and Nike says, I was waiting on that bitch to say that.
No, I think I could come out as a Christian.
And that's all it would take?
Yeah.
You would instantly have a bunch of people around you offering you billions of dollars or whatever?
Definitely oil billionaires.
You could seduce the oil billionaires?
I could definitely...
As a suburban girl.
I could hang out with Blair White. Make a bet.
I love your delusion
2027.
so much.
2027. 2-hour-long podcast.
With Blair White.
Let's make a bet right now. And if this happens, we both kill ourselves.
Blair White. Okay. I'm gonna be streaming with Hassan.
Yeah.
You're gonna be podcasting with Blair White.
Yeah.
We can do it. I can do this. Absolutely. Oh my god, I love our delusion.
But listen,
none of us are ever getting more than 31 subscribers.
I want the 750 not only so I can tour with it, but also so I can take all of the gear out and just like ride people around town in crazily like ways. And then
like what, you have like 3 mini fridges in the back or some shit?
Oh, just 1 mini fridge, but it's filled to the brim with tuna.
the kite van.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm riding around with it. I'm just throwing tuna at people.
Vangina?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah. And
I'm just slinging tuna?
I'm taking
neighborhood tuna
and
slinger?
I'm looking for the most put together, like the most high dollar suit white man I can find.
Yes.
And I'm opening the top of the can and whipping it at him.
Oh.
And then
reparations. Stand there and be a little bitch.
Yeah, I mean,
while
like
you get tuna thrown at you.
I think there is
a deranged trans woman. And he's 750.
And then the second thing I want is a 2008 Saturn Outlook.
Oh, mid-recession.
Mid-recession.
The worst quality
I don't
car
want it to
company.
run.
Okay.
I don't want it to run. I want it to sit in my garage.
Absolutely, and it's getting comprehensive coverage.
Here's the thing, and I want my garage to also be...
it has a speaker system, that's what you're going to say.
It's a good speaker system, and I want my garage to be connected to my music studio.
Yes.
So... any time of the year, you can go into this room, and it's insulated, sort of.
The back row is a couch. It's not a regular benches.
Yeah, it's fully.
It's fully a couch.
Mm-hmm, and it can also just be normal again and laying down because that's where I.
It's like a little futon.
It's just the first car I ever had sex in, so I kind of want that too.
Yes.
And then
good.
So, but
and then your daily driver. What's your daily driver?
My daily driver. Oh my gosh.
That's your third car, right?
I honestly...
Well, you want to list more bullshit.
No, I'm thinking like a 05 or 06 Civic hatchback hybrid, if that's possible.
Oh, yes. That's very, very possible.
And I'm hoping that I acquire it at like 150k miles. Like I want to put...
I thought you want to say 100 years old.
Oh.
Like, I'm just going to wait until I hit that nice old Century. And then be like, I should treat myself to a Honda Civic.
Yeah. No, I
can't drive at all legally at all. I'm barely holding on. Let me treat myself to a Honda Civic.
Mm-mm. But then can we talk about this more for a second?
Yes.
This garage, it is a 4-car garage.
I have to piss really bad too.
Okay.
And I just think it's hilarious that we both have to piss really bad and we're just not doing that.
How far are we in?
Oh, almost an hour.
Yeah, no, let's keep holding it for a bit.
No. I'm gonna piss my pants.
Oh, okay. No, this is the pause button.
Okay.
I have no clue. Yeah, I have no fucking clue. But we both went and we both pissed.
I feel so fucking relieved.
No, I don't remember. I do remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This garage.
Oh my god, your cars!
My cars. So this garage, it's a 4-car garage. There's always at least one space open, but like half the time I'm lending out 1 or 2 of my 3 cars.
Of course.
Just because.
Passive income.
You're
renting them out.
No.
You're making money.
These are
sold out. Remember, you're a bad person?
Listen, the whole point of me coming up with what I would do when I sell out is so that I can use an excess amount of wealth in a way that I know is badass, is not too excessive, and then that's my limit. Like I reach that, and it's like, well, it's time to start just like using this.
You hit like 200,000 a year, and you're like, I'm good. Actually, I never need to get another dime before.
Well, yeah, I mean, like I'm trying to think about like if I just somehow got like a check that was like 600,000 after a tour or something.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay. So
that's my thought.
Opened for Taylor Swift.
Something like that. Maybe like a weirder group, but like
you're not getting 600. That's why I said Taylor Swift. You're not getting 600,000. You won't have opened a world tour.
Yeah.
For Taylor Swift is 600,000.
Something like that.
Maybe.
With like a record deal and like some video or something.
And you have managers.
Something.
To pay. But say you did it for insanely cheap for some reason. Your manager is your booking agent, is your is your drummer, is everything else.
Yeah,
right.
Or it's just like playing
Producer.
a laptop and it's just giving a good performance, you know?
Yeah,
But
and so you basically get to keep 100% of the 600,000.
somehow.
Okay.
You know, or,
Got
you know, honestly, like, if it is a Taylor Swift, those tickets are so expensive at this point that,
Yeah.
like, I could probably get a good 20,000 per show. Taylor gets, like,
Okay, but
over $1 million.
Yeah, okay.
You know?
I got you.
So, like, that's kind of my thought. But, like, doing like, shows a week like that, you know?
Yes.
Something like that. Imagining that could potentially be in the future, like, then I bring that home, and this garage is directly connected to just a music studio. It's just a music studio. And
My bad.
the garage is also directly connected, but the music studio is not connected with just a house.
Just a house.
Just a house.
Okay.
And then on the other side of the garage...
Single bedroom, single bath?
Yeah, it would be mine.
You gotta have your bitches.
It would be mine. So I would want it to be, like, probably a big living room, bunch of records.
What if it was 5 bedroom, 3 bath, and then you could have all your bitches living with you?
Yeah, I could have it be, like, 2 bedrooms. The way I planned it out, it was, like, kind of like bungalow, just, like,
It's
one
not
floor.
Big, not big.
No, like imagine, maybe 15 by 30 for the main room, and it's kind of open. And that's got just like a couch, a TV, records on a shelf, and maybe like a computer to play games on.
Sure.
And then like through a small hallway to the right, there's like a half kitchen, and then to the left, there's a bedroom. And the kitchen and the bedroom take up another like 15 by 30.
Okay. Real basic.
Just
no bathroom. Because we don't need it.
The bathroom would be...
We shit in the sink.
There would be a bathroom in the garage. The garage is big. And the reason...
Oh, okay, so the garage is the house.
And we keep the Saturn Outlook in the garage.
That is the house.
Yes. We keep the Saturn Outlook in the garage so that you can, 1, smoke in it, and 2, listen to mixes in it.
Yeah.
Because I think it's like the run-of-the-mill. It's the run-of-the-mill. Like, it's just like...
standard speakers.
If it sounds good in that, then it's good.
That's your okay, that's your baseline.
Mm-hmm.
And for whatever reason, it like actually hits the equalizer pretty honest, but nothing is like...
Yeah.
Nothing sounds amazing.
Nothing
Can't
sounds...
get that ridiculously
You
loud.
can listen to your favorite album in it and have a great time.
Yes.
But it's not going to reveal secrets
You eventually
to you.
forget that it's a speaker happening, and it just becomes you're in the room with the musicians.
Yeah.
Okay. I do love a speaker that's like that, and actually I've been high enough that I've achieved that off a phone speaker.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I love talking about music listening like says. Because there's like, not overlap, but like...
No, it is.
High music listening.
Yeah.
Especially, like, has to be drug assisted. That's the one thing. I don't think I could do... People are like, oh my god, I orgasmed when I listened to this album. I literally orgasmed. Like, I was like, when that lick hit. I'm like, I don't think I could actually do that. It would either have to be a literal rave, and it's that quality speakers, and I happen to have a ridiculous amount of energy, and I'm just actually enraptured by this music because I can dance with it and everything.
It's
that maybe I could do sober.
I've done music listening while meditating before, where I make a playlist that starts out with something less direct and not
something to initiate you.
Yeah, something without lyrics in it. Something that just has a lot of soundscapes to take you through. And then like a Close to the Edge by Yes, like a journey.
Yeah.
That kind of thing has given me some of those like when I experienced that stuff like high, it was the same. It was just like, oh, this is that feeling again.
High, yes, but that's what I'm saying. I can't do that not drug assisted.
Yeah, but I've had it. I'm saying I've had that feeling through meditation. I hate to be one of those bitches, but like a really good, like.
Are you that bitch? Are you that meditating ass bitch?
I don't meditate often because
it's like once every couple months you're just like fuck it.
No, I just think that it is a thing. It just like is a real state of mind that you can put yourself in, and it can do things for you. And if it does do things for you, then fuck it. And listening to music before I've had that meditative, like the combination of only like turning off your thoughts and only experiencing the music. Like, because for me, meditation was always like a grounding thing. It was like I'm turning off my brain to the best of my ability, and I'm trying to keep track with every sound that I can hear.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think about its purpose.
Yeah. So then the music becomes like the object of meditation.
Exactly.
And you're really just riding it.
And again, something like Close to the Edge by Yes, or maybe like
even
one
off
of the
phone speaker.
Yeah, like Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's some basic shit. Some classical music's done it, which I also hate to be that bitch. But then also some rap music has done it, like some MF Doom.
Absolutely.
For me, at least.
See, it becoming lyrical is where I feel like I have a much harder time. If it's repetitive lyrics that I can forget the meaning of. But I don't know. It takes repetition for me, and it usually takes drugs. But that's probably just the difference between the ADHD brain. I used to listen to so much like the fucking bullshit. You know, I was in that Ram Dass shit heavy.
Yeah.
And it was such bullshit because he's really good at talking and then it meaning nothing. And so I would just get enraptured with this shit and it replaced my spirituality after fully leaving the Catholic Church.
Yep.
I don't think my brain is capable of doing that.
Of meditating on, like...
without drugs.
Huh.
I don't, like, my internal monologue is...
powerful.
Crazy loud.
Yeah.
It's not in its single thoughts. And it really, really, really needs to tell me something all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine. I'm fine. Like, most of the time I can enjoy that. I can enjoy the inside of my head. Most of the time my internal monologue is me. And there is a firm sense of self there, and I'm just talking to myself.
Mm-hmm. But it's not about quieting the internal monologue, at least not for me. That's not what I've gotten out of meditation. It's about being able to, like, just for one... The main purpose I was using was for grounding. Like, use my internal monologue to solely focus on what I'm experiencing in this moment. And that's what...
I just can't do that. That's what I'm saying. Like, the ADHD brain, like, doesn't let me do that.
It was difficult for me. It's not something I
constantly lose.
You know, but it was nice, and it did help me when I was dissociating a lot.
For me, it's like a chore.
Yeah, it is.
It's like when it's a dog that's stronger than you and you have to walk it.
Mm-hmm.
And it really needs to, like, sniff every tree. And it needs you to come with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what wrangling my brain feels like. And so there's not a point where I can wrangle my brain without sedating it somehow.
Yeah.
Where I can enjoy wrangling my brain without sedating it. Because the second I put 10 milligrams in there, it's like, oh, now it's not pulling me along and sniffing every tree. It kind of just wants to, like, gossip with me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now I can talk. And it just wants to, like, ask me how my day is and what my political beliefs are.
Yeah. I'm realizing now that this is my third time advocating for it, so I'm losing my right to say that I'm not one of those meditation bitches, but I think maybe with that analogy, a good reason to meditate would be to, like, give it this amount of trees and confine it to just a certain area.
I can't do that. It doesn't work like that.
Okay.
It's the one creating those trees that it sniffs. That's the problem. I am not my brain's master. It is fully the master of me. I am not my thoughts' master. I cannot... It just does its thing, and sometimes I enjoy it. And that's fine. Like, I don't think there's a problem with that. I don't think it makes my spiritual journey or like my personal healing journey any more difficult. It's just I'm gonna do it in different ways.
Yeah.
Like, I'll get the same releases, you know, that you get through meditation and the same groundings, but it's not gonna be through meditation. It's gonna be through, and this is my third time bringing up mac and cheese, but it's gonna be through mac and cheese. It's gonna be through getting drunk at a bar, at a rave. I don't go to bars. I go to clubs. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I want to tell the story about when we went to the L Club.
Wait, do you want to save it for the next pod?
No, this is one pod, 2 stories about spiritual insanity.
Oh, I really want to save this. This sounds good.
Okay, then this is the end of the pod.
Okay.
Can we do I'll whisper it to you. J Lily highcast, goodbye. Can that be the end of the pod? All right, 3, 2, 1, 2, 4, 3. J Lily highcast, goodbye.
Wait, can we do that again?
5, 4, 2, 3, 5, 6. J Lily highcast, goodbye.
Oh, that's adorable.